We're team number 1 and we're going to present our investigation. We are Diego Cabrera, Fran Serafin, and Jose Carlos Bonifacio.
Our role is natural resources and ecology. Our tool is biotechnology, and our problem is trash.
Our city is Mexico City, and it has a population of 8,916,653 people. Its natural reserves. Well, Mexico City has a lot of natural reserves. For example, Parque Ecológico de la Ciudad de México, Ejidos de Xochimilco, y San Gregorio Atlacpulco. Between 10 and 12% of world diversity inhabits. One of 5 countries most abundant related to plants and amphibian species, the second in reptiles and the third in mammals. Well, problems, ecology, and natural resources create flexible and efficient environmental policies. Biotechnology is used in more than 400 companies, 33% of health segment, 19% in industry, 14% in food, and 13% in the environment.
Our problem. With biotechnological techniques using organic degrees of molecules, manufacture of biomaterials, production of unharmful materials, generation, handling, provide a reduction of negative environmental impact.
And if we get to change Mexico's current environmental policies, which have permitted that more than a half of municipal waste be dumped into illegal landfills and is not collected but disposed wrongly on streets, will we be able to solve today's trash problem?
Investigation and research. First, we have a biotechnology research in which we highlight that it's used in environmental issues, reduction and remediation of industrial processes. Defined by Manual de Prevención y Minimización de la Contaminación Industrial, it defines biotechnology as the use of microorganisms to biodegrade undesirable substances that cause environmental impact on air, water, and soil. The use of microorganisms genetically modified for specific applications.
Recently, our research from KU University Faculty of Science and Technology and Kyoto Institute of Technology have discovered a bacterium that is able to degrade and assimilate PET plastic and has contributed greatly to the development of biorecycling of PET waste products. The results of this research were published on March 10, 2016 in the American Science Journal.
Applications. Ecology and natural resources. Centro de Monitoreo de la Conservación del Ambiente, UN Environmental Program. 2% of the world's biodiversity, 23rd place regarding vertebrate endemic species in Mesoamerica, 37 disappeared species due to the contamination of forests, and the strategic program of forests of the Federal District, lack of forest management, spread of pests and diseases. And trash. Pollution, there's pollution since 1950, therefore there is street contamination. There is 16% of methane gas, carbon dioxide with nitrous oxide and methane due to trash fields, and approximately more than 12,000 tons generated daily. All of this is talk about trash.
These are our proposed variables. We have the dependent variable that is trash disposal, and 5 independent variables that are containers available in the city, the environmental policies that are actually in work, the collection services that are actually applied, the destination and processes of disposal, and the generation of trash. For our hypothesis, we generated this. If the service, collection, and disposal processes of trash are regulated by a biotechnological approach, like natural decomposition processes, then the minimization of production amount and consequent legislative work will be applied. Our methodology consists of 7 steps. The first one, contacting a biologist and propose our idea. The second one, waiting for a professional's opinion and testing. The third one, the authorization of SEDEMA to collect waste and apply the proposed treatment. The fourth one, use Mexican biotechnological labs and experts to develop the Idola sacaenis, our bacterium. The fifth is to start testing stage and expect the results. The sixth one is release the bacteria to the city deposits and adequate the spaces for the process. And the ultimate one is a monthly process of testing our hypothesis and later covering all the Mexican Republic.
Data analysis. One of the most concerning problems of Mexico City is the amount of trash generated and the incorrect way it has been disposed in the last 50 years. One way in which waste is discarded is through composting, but it's not often used in the city. The other two ways, incineration and landfills, are prejudicial for the environment and Mexico's natural resources. That's why the existence of biotechnology allows scientists the sustainable creation of chemical compounds and biomaterials which can help biodegrade undesirable substances that cause environmental impact on air, water and soil. About 200 million pesos of our taxes are invested in the inefficient service where only 86% of garbage is collected. So we estimate that our project will cost 500 million pesos in the process of implementing the bacteria. The cost will be higher, but it covers the collection, treatment and a complete effective deposing process. Now, with the implementation of our bacterium, we foresee that from 2018 to 2020 there will be a lower amount of trash deposited. The graph from 2010 to 2016 was taken from the INEGI webpage. It shows the amount of trash that was deposited in landfills in that specific period of time and how it was increasingly growing in the next years. We added the 2018 to 2020 graph that is our assumption about what is going to happen in the next 4 years. That means that our solution will decrease the amount of trash generated in our city.
Our final thoughts and conclusions. The generation of solid residues and contaminants of Mexico City continues to be the major problematic of the capital, reflecting the common situation to the rest of the country. It is a crucial situation with 3 main protagonists: government and public institutions, companies and enterprises, and common citizens. It is within their support and conscience regarding the current state of the contamination impact on society and life standards that the gradual, effective change will take place.
So that will be all of our project. Thanks a lot for paying attention to us. And in conclusion, as a general conclusion of all this, trash is one of the biggest problems of Mexico, especially of Mexico City, because it is one of the biggest in the world, and we produce, as we mentioned, a lot of tons daily. So we need to have consideration, and we need to have conscience in this problem, in order to solve, or not even to solve it, but to contribute.
To take care of this problem, because if not, there are going to be big consequences in the future relating our environment and our lives.